Hi everyone, I just want to invite you to come hang out with me on twitch.tv/thatneilj, where you can watch these openings happen live. Sometimes I'll open up my lobbies to do hunts with viewers, and you can even choose which weapon I'm going to go to each hunt with. Thanks. Alright, my dude. I'm gonna take these talismans. Okay, we got a lot of red in there. I like that. We got a lot of red in there, actually. I'm kind of surprised. First off, right now, Counter Strike and Critical Boost. Critical Boost is a skill I've talked about. Pretty rare, not very many items with it on it, and I don't think there's a gem. So Critical Boost is good, but Counter Strike is a weird skill in that you have to get knocked over for it to trigger. And the better you get at this game, the less you're getting hit and knocked over. So it's kind of a weird skill. Wall Runner, Tremor Resistance, two very mediocre skills on a weak talisman with weak slots. Nothing good here. Thunder Resistance, Stun Resistance. I'm not big on resistances in general. A lot of the resistances are single slot gems. So if you really need them, you can slot them in. Am I using the yellow one? What? The yellow melding option. No, I'm using whatever the bottom two are. I'm using the two bottom ones, the ones that are all random. But resistances are really easy to slot in, so if you really needed resistances, this is okay, I guess, but like, not really that worth it to me. Part Breaker Resentment. I'm a fan of Part Breaker, just in general. Because breaking parts is fun, and you get more materials when you're doing hunts when you break parts. It's not the easiest thing to slot in. It's a two value gem. So getting two of it like this is pretty good. But no slots on this means it's not that great. And Resentment is... it's a skill I kind of like. As far as, like, skills where when you get hit, they do something for you, I feel like Resentment is a better payoff than Counter-Strike in general to me. Because, like, if you get poisoned or something, Resentment triggers in a way that Counter-Strike doesn't. And frankly, I get poisoned a lot, because I suck. But still not a great talisman there. Speed Sharpening, Mount Master, or Master Mounter. I've talked about Master Mounter. I feel like it's a really weird skill because the two halves of it are... they feel opposed to me. Being able to ride the monster longer is like, that's cool, I can get more hits in. But it also makes you charge up faster. Unless I'm horribly mistaken, I'm pretty sure it makes you charge up the super meter thing when you're riding the monsters faster. And when that charges up, it then turns into a countdown clock that you have to use. So it doesn't really let you ride any longer. If anything, it might make you ride shorter, which seems dumb. Paralysis Resistance, Recovery Up. This is just two skills that I'm not big on, with an okay slot in it, but like, I would never run this. Slugger, Part Breaker. I like both of those skills. No slots means this is a pretty weak talisman. We can get both of these with way better rankings in them. We could get like a 2 Slugger, 2 Part Breaker, and it'd be way better. I might even have one like that already. Speed Sharpening and Sleep Resistance. The resistances are not something I like very much. The slots are good on this, but the skills are bad, so kind of a crummy rarity 7. Ice Attack, Evade Window. Evade Window is nice. Ice Attack is too easy to slot in for this to be worth it. There's no gem slots. This is a bad talisman. Yeah. Evade Window is a nice skill, though. Steadiness, evade, sliding. This is a weird one. Steadiness is fine for Gunner. The slots on this are good. There are other Gunner skills I like more than steadiness, and affinity sliding is something that felt a lot more impactful in Monster Hunter World, where the sliding was kind of something that I feel like came up a lot more in various areas. Sliding is a lot more situational in this game, I feel like, in Rise. So not a great talisman, but I guess if you're really looking for steadiness, it has good slots on it, so you can do good stuff to it. Stamina Thief, Part Breaker. Stamina Thief is alright if you're playing a hunting horn or bludgeoning weapon in general. Those do stamina damage. How's Part Breaker 2 on a 2-slot talisman? That's alright. If you like Part Breaker, that's alright. You can slot a 2-slot to just make it a 3 Part Breaker and just have a 3 Part Breaker immediately. You're gonna go get bubble tea? Alright, Nichiku, see you later. Free Meal 3 is really easy. Free Meal is a rank 1 slot. If you like Free Meal, that's decent, but it's pretty easy to slot into a build if you want it. There are more rare skills for sure. But this is okay. It's a little weak because I had no slots. Earplugs, Agitator. Agitator is pretty good. But I feel like not as good in this game right now, because there's a lot of creatures that spend a lot more time enraged as you get into higher ranks like G rank or master rank. So this isn't going to come up that much. Earplugs is a nice skill, but it's more of a quality of life than something you need. And the only 1 slot on here makes this kind of meh. Bubbly Dance and Speed Sharpening. Okay. Bubbly Dance, if you're looking for a Bubbly Dance build, this is an okay talisman because you can make it Bubbly Dance 2 with the slots on it, and you still have another slot ready to put something else in there. Speed Sharpening is nice if you're a melee class guy, but Speed Sharpening is really situational. Water Resistance, Resuscitate, this is kind of nothing. Resuscitate and Bubbly Dance combo really well together. So unfortunately we didn't get those together on that last one here. So this one's kind of meh. Low rarity, Divine Blessing is a nice quality of life. Steadiness, nice quality of life if you're a gunner. Poison Attack is the only attack, status attack that you can gem for. So this is kind of a weaker talisman than you'd like. Dragon Attack, Wide Range. Not a good combo. Dragon Attack is alright if you're doing a dragon build. Wide Range is just for support builds, though. So you're not really looking for these two together. With Wide Range, you're looking for, like, Gobbler, Speed Eater, that kind of thing. So this is kind of meh. Wirebug Whisper, Rapid Morph with pretty good slots on it, too. You can make this a Rapid Morph 2 or Wirebug 2. It's situational because Rapid Morph is only good for 2 of the weapons. But Wirebug Whisper is kind of good on just about every weapon because the Wirebug moves are used for every weapon. So this is decent. You could make something decent out of this. Rapid Morph Marathon Runner. That's kind of trash. No slots. This is kind of a trash one right here. Not very good at all. Stun Resistance, Poison Attack. Again, Poison Attack is the only one you can slot for. No slots on this pretty bad talisman. I'm not feeling good about the talismans so far. Thunder Attack, Constitution. Thunder Attack is easy to slot for if you're looking for it. Constitution is fine if you're dual blades or bow, but this talisman is too weak to really go for it on this one. Free meal 3 with 2 quick sheath. Okay. You can turn this into a quick sheath 3, free meal 3, and still have a tier 1 slot. So if you like the quality of life of free meal and you're doing a longsword build, this could be a very decent talisman. Really decent. You can get all your quick sheath right there. Put your flinch free in there if you feel like you need it for multiplayer. This is decent. If you like free meal, this is decent. Horn Maestro flinch free. Horn Maestro is kind of a required skill if you're playing Hunting Horn. But it's also a 1-tier slot. So is flinch free. You can get Horn Maestro on way better you can get way better talismans and just put Horn Maestro in really easily. So this is kind of a bad talisman. Ooh, special ammo boost 2. Getting both your special ammo boost off of a single talisman is pretty good. The 1 slot is decent. The really sad part here is Fortify. Fortify is a skill that gives you boosts based on the number of times you faint in a hunt. Which the better you get at this game, the less you're going to faint. Fortify is kind of a, it's a nice quality of life, like, buffer skill for when you're learning the game and getting better at it. But it is a dead skill late game. So the special ammo boost, getting 2 special ammo boost is awesome. That is really good for bowgun builds. And being able to just get it off a talisman is awesome. I really wish it was something other than Fortify. Otherwise, this would be an amazing one. Right now, it's just good. Fire Tech flinch free. The 2 tier 2 slots are really good. The rest of this is really kind of crummy. So it's really unfortunate. This could have been great if it had some other skills on it. Mushroom Answer lets you eat mushrooms as potions and get weird effects. It's a weird build, not really a good one, and the 1 slot on it makes this really blech. Bombardier is a skill I don't like very much. Horn Maestro I talked about already. Tier 3 slot is fine, but Bombardier only affects your items. It gives your, like, items better power, so, like, your bombs will be better. Your barrel bombs are better. I don't like that skill, so this is kind of trash, if you ask me. 2 recoil down is decent. Fire resist is kind of trash, so you could get way better things here, but if you need the recoil down, this is fine. I think recoil down might be a tier 1 slot, so you could make this a 3 slot recoil down for a bowgun build. Stamina Thief, Poison Attack in 1 slot, nothing great here. Speed Eating, Poison Attack, not very good. Speed Eating, okay skill for, like, Speed Eating and Wide Range together is what you're looking for. Dragon Resistance, Spare Shot. I like Spare Shot a lot. Unfortunately, only 1 pip. And with Dragon Resistance, it's kind of useless. This isn't great. Steadiness, Ice Resistance. Again, resistances are not something I really like on talismans. Feels like wasted skills on talismans. Wasted points into your talisman. Poison Resistance, Power Prolonger. I like Power Prolonger. Only 1 pip. Poison Resistance again. Blech. Dragon Resistance, Ice Resistance. God, I'm getting so many resistances. Crap talisman. I don't care about resistances. They're all tier 1. The Ice Attack is fine, but Ice Attack is also tier 1 slot. Like, if you really need it, you just fill up your tier 1s with it, because you're looking for the things that are hard to get and hard to slot for onto your talisman. That's what you're really looking for. So this is unfortunate. Quick Sheath Evade Extender, that's okay. I like Evade Extender a lot. 2 Quick Sheath is fine. But the slots aren't very good. This could have been good if it was like Rarity 7 and had some better slots. Carving Pro Recovery Speed. Carving Pro is useless. Recovery Speed is good for certain kinds of builds. Things where you know you're going to be taking a lot of red damage, recoverable damage is good. Recovery speed, if you get tier 3 recovery speed, you can almost like just let yourself stand there while you're poisoned and you'll be fine. It's kind of funny. But Carver Pro is useless, so this is kind of a useless talisman. The gems are like... The Carving Pro and the gems are taking up so much of the potential for what could have been an okay one. Poison attack defense boost. Poison attack is the only one that the only status you can slot for. So it's like the weakest one. Other statuses, this could have been good. But right now, this is bad. Focus, stun resist, no slots. Oh my god. I like Focus a lot. Focus is an awesome one. If I could get a high Focus talisman, I would be into it. This is useless. We talked about Master Mounter. I hate it. Blast resistance, whatever. Good slots, bad talisman. Leap of Faith and Hellfire Cloak. Leap of Faith is a weird one. If you don't know, when your weapon is sheathed, if you are running away from the monster, holding the, like, sprint button, and you try to roll, you'll do this big dive instead that has shitloads of invincibility frames on it. And Leap of Faith lets you do that in any direction. You don't have to run away from the monster. You can do it running towards them, too. It's a weird skill. Really situational, but some people might like it. Hellfire Cloak is cool, though. That is only gettable on talismans and Magnamalo gear. But this is kind of a bad talisman. No slots. Just interesting skills. Recovery up Slugger. Whatever. Good slot on it. You could make this Slugger too if you wanted, but there are better talismans out there. Like, getting 2 Slugger on this would have made it way better. Sleep Resistance Master Mounter. My god! All my red talismans are just resistance talismans. This is bad. This is bad talisman. Botanist 4. 3 tier 1 slots and a Hellfire Cloak. Okay. Okay. This isn't the worst. This is not actually the worst. And I'll tell you why. Botanist 4 with 3 tier 1 slots means you can get this to Geology 3 Botanist 4. Which means you can throw this talisman on if you're ever like, hey, I want to go, I'm out of money and I want to go farming in a random place and just picking up shit. If you're a gunner and you're like, I need to just spend a half hour running around a zone picking up plants. This is a pretty good talisman if you are trying to just gather resources. You would never take it on a hunt, but if you're going farming, this talisman is actually pretty decent because the whole botanist is in there, and 3 geology, I think 3 geologist is max geologist. So you could slot that in and boom, you're golden. Windproof free meal, quality of life skills, not a good talisman because they're both just quality of life things that you can slot in. And windproof is pretty useless right now. There's not very many monsters that do wind stuff to you. Fucking poison attack. Lots of tier 1s. Poison attack is a tier 1 gem, so this feels really bad. It's really unfortunate. Counter strike and thunder attack. Okay, yeah. This is the best one we got because of the special ammo boost. Being able to get full special ammo boost off of a talisman alone is pretty awesome. But that was a really bad pull. Oof. Oof.